Welcome to Landria Anka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears, live an awesome life, and hopefully give you the tools to do that. What can you do today to break a pattern? What can you do today that you normally wouldn't do? I mean, it could be something simple. You could go to like a high-end grocery store and spend a couple hours just really enjoying. By the way, I love doing that. I love looking at all the organic stuff and seeing the cheeses and maybe picking a different wine, and it's such a great atmosphere because it's upscale and you deserve that. I shop at upscale places. Yeah, I'm smart with the regular groceries, but I will always buy the best stuff. I'd rather buy a couple really awesome things that are healthy for me and organic than a bunch of junk. Is that something you can do today? And feel really good about that. Like, get a nice bottle of wine, and maybe a beautiful piece of, I don't know, fish, or if you're vegetarian, get some beautiful veggies and grill them, maybe eggplant, and look up a new recipe. You have the internet. You can look up anything. I have Bon Appetit magazine and Food and Wine. I'm always looking up great new recipes, trying stuff. It's so much fun. I called my neighbor last night and said, we were talking. She's right across the street. I said, "What are you doing?" She says, "I'm having a martini." I said, "Get over here." I had wanted to catch up with her, so she just walked across the street with her martini, and I poured a glass of wine, and we sat for like a few hours and laughed and visited and talked about the stupid stuff we did when we were kids. And it felt really good. And we both needed that because we had a very busy week. And be spontaneous. What can you do today that's going to be different? Well, I have to do the laundry and I have to mow the lawn. I have to mow my lawn too. I like to mow my own lawn, by the way. I'm thinking, what am I going to do today that's going to be different? Instead of the same old thing we do, right? So choose something and break out of that mold. Most of the time it's going to involve getting out of the house. Go for a walk. Go for a walk and go to the park. Go sit and watch people for a while. Maybe take a book with you and read in the park if it's not 100 degrees like it is here. It's a little tough to walk around out there right now, but I could do it if I wanted to. What can you do today to disrupt that energy and that pattern that is probably not exactly where you want it to be, right? Most of you want to make changes in your life. So if you are living the same patterns every day, nothing's changing. You're working on your thoughts, which is very important, but you still have to change your patterns. That will disrupt your focus and your thinking and place it other places that are more pleasant. And that has to be, you have to disrupt your energy. You have to do something. I've done many videos on this. You know I'm an action person. If I'm not doing something productive, I have a tough time with that. I really have a tough time with that. I don't feel really good. I mean, I'm at peace, but I feel like, because I get joy from being productive. And sometimes it's just me watching some, Ancient Aliens or the History Channel. I feel good about that too, and I make sure I don't have the other stuff. I go and I have my maybe, a salad, and I watch a really cool educational show. It's fun. I go on Gaia. Before I go to bed, I'll spend probably 2 hours doing either a meditation online. I do a lot of guided meditation because I like the music. And I watch programs on Gaia, not the conspiracy theory stuff. Everything that's about spiritual enlightenment growth. We are in an awesome phase. Stuff's happening right now that's going to blow your mind. But not if you are in the third dimension. You've got to get out of it. If you are feeling bad, if you're feeling disempowered, if you feel like nothing's changing, you've got to get out of this. I'm counting on you. Why? because you and I are the same energy. You're looking at yourself right now. You are. And we're sharing that same super consciousness. It's the collective where everything, every answer, everything you ever want exists right now. Why aren't you pulling it into your reality? I've got some videos on how to do that. Write your story. Watch Write Your Story. So, I want you to say, what am I going to do? And maybe you get your calendar out. I have a calendar. I like to write things. And maybe you decide for the next week, what are you going to do different? I'm going to take a walk. If you don't work out, say, okay, I'm going to take a walk tomorrow. Today I'm going to go to an upscale grocery store and just really enjoy all the beautiful stuff they have there. And maybe buy a couple things, and then I'm going to grill. Maybe if you don't normally do that or whatever. I'm sure most of you do, but I'm going to cook something really cool. I'm going to try a new recipe. I'm going to call up a neighbor or a friend and say, come on over. I'm going to do something spontaneous. I'm going to get online and meet, there's called meetup groups. If you're in the U.S., I think they have them. I don't know if they have them in other countries. We have called meetups. Maybe if you love to play chess, you look up meetup groups in your city that love to play chess and see when they're meeting and go join them. And by golly, meet some new people. If you're a couple, get your spouse to go out and do something. Say, honey, let's go bike riding. If you don't have bikes, go buy bikes. They're not expensive, and go bike riding. Take them out to a park and go riding. Sign up for a 5K, even if you walk it. Do something different. Get away from it and make sure it's something really positive and good for you. We have vineyards here up in the Blue Ridge Mountains. We go up there sometimes. We just sit on the porch and listen to a band and have a little wine tasting. There are just so many things available to you. I'm sure no matter where you are, there's something really cool you can do. I know my friends in England, you guys have some awesome things there that you can go see. Do you go to your castles? I remember I've worked in New York. I've never been to the Statue of Liberty or the Empire State Building. I did go to New York recently, and for the first time acted like a tourist and went to see some of the shows. I wanted to shake it up. I wanted to do something different than the usual routine I do when I go to New York. So, make a decision. I signed up and I went to a Joe Dispenza event workshop in Vegas a month ago. Friend of mine told me about it, and I said, I'm going. Wow, okay, I'm going to go. Now I'm on his list. I'm going to go to another one of his events. Learn how to meditate in completely different ways. Do something like that. Find out where there's some spiritual conferences or meetings and go with like-minded people. Those are fun. They have speakers and all that cool stuff, and it revs you up and it gets you into that frame of mind of change and positive change that increases your frequency. I'm losing my voice. I don't know why. So, do something today and decide what you're going to do tomorrow and the next day and the next day that's going to be very different from what you usually do. And mix it up. Join a gym. Join some classes. Go spinning. I do CrossFit. I just joined a spinning club. Everything's available to you. There are no excuses. No excuses. I don't want to hear excuses. I won't listen to them. It's baloney. All of it. There's always a way. There's always a way. Because you're your own creator. You create your reality. There's always a way, and if you ask and you want something, it will show up. Something will show up to get you to where you want to be. Or higher, or better. You are whole. You are perfect. You are strong. You are powerful. You are loving, harmonious, and happy. Thank you, the One, the Source, for all of the beautiful miracles that you are bringing, my friend, you, right now. Do you receive it? Accept it. Thank you. Thank you. Know it is done. Sending you light, love, abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, and joy. Namaste.